Hello and welcome back to our adventures in Westeros. Well, I guess I can't truly say that anymore. We're not in Westeros, we're currently in the Pirate Isles, which I guess isn't Westeros or Essos, it's just here. It's in the middle. And we need to decide where to go next. Now, there is an artifact delivery here, which is interesting, but it's kind of a gamble. If we were to do the artifact delivery here, there's a chance it asks us to deliver it to like one of these pirate isles, at which point, that's fantastic, that's great. We've delivered the artifact already, we're there. There's also a chance it asks us to deliver an artifact to the elbow, at which point, we're a little bit screwed. Well, I mean, we could just abandon the contract and keep the artifact, but let's not worry about that. We could also head over to Tyrosh if we wanted to. Maybe do a little trip through Essos. We were going to head over to somebody who had money so we could run a tournament, but yeah, I'm not sure. We need to see. Basically, we just need to find somewhere where we're going to pitch up for a while. How about Storm's End? Anyone got money here? You got a little money. The problem is tournaments are expensive. Yeah, we could head over to Storm's End, I suppose, and try and get a tournament going. Could head over there. Can we see if any tournaments are going? Oh no, notify when you can join tournaments. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. Could also go to university, I guess. Where's the nearest university? Just out of curiosity. Oh, there is one university on the map. Ah. Well, I guess we're not going to university then. That's, at least not unless we go back to the Reach. Okay. In which case, also I'm assuming pilgrimages were also a little bit, like, limited on. Well, we got a few, but we're also not near any of them. Really. Huh. Okay. Cool. Let's stop doing that. Just wanted to see. And I don't really want to do a camp revelry or something right now, although it is a way to get extra provisions, so maybe at some point we should think about it. I don't know. Maybe we head into Tyrosh and we see how things are going here. Do you have money? No. Is the Iron There's a tournament up here! It's way too far away for us to reach. I was going to say, these are the, like, Tyrosh is, not Tyrosh, Bravos is the, like, Iron Bank, right? So, maybe if we make our way up there, we can get someone up here to run us a tournament. It's an option, and then maybe pop back over to the Vale from there. So maybe we'll go Tyrosh, Mir, Pentos, and head up to Bravos that way. Yeah, let's do something like that. At the very least, let's go to, yeah, let's go to Tyrosh and let's see what's going on. Somebody asked, are there any new events in cities? I don't know, let's go to Quilt Harbor and find out then. Right, and we also need to go to everywhere else, so we'll customize our route. So our route is going to be here, followed by... I can't go to this temple, I guess? Oh, I'm not even clicked. That's why I can't go to the temple. Ah. And then I guess actually it's after the first one I want to go here. Yeah, that looks like it's almost sensible route. Minus doing this. But yeah, let's do that. Right. And let's start moving our camp. We'll leave the Pirate Isles for now. Got some learning. And some stewardship experience. And some learning lifestyle experience. And we gained fame. And there's a treasure hunt. A level 3 treasure hunt. Well, we might as well. For the Archon himself. Ooh. Alright. Greetings, adventurer. Many are the roads of this world and treacherous. For your work for Tyrosh, my liege would pay well for your expertise. Archon Gazaro has a grand vision for gathering an assortment of handicrafts from exotic places. However, his duties cannot be held off, thus he offers you the opportunity to search the world for a suitable artifact for his collection. Yeah, I better pick a spot already. Starts traveling to a random location in the chosen region of the world. An exciting adventure awaits those bold enough to venture into faraway lands seeking word of gold, jewels, treasure, and fame. And to, will I succumb to base temptations to the deadly journey or will fulfill my obligation? Huh. Yeah, you can notify me that when that one's available. I'm going to close it for a second because I do want to visit the city holding. But, yeah, that's cool. An important trade junction to the Tyroshi, the wealth generated in the markets of Quilt Harbour seeps into every corner of the city. As we enter through the city gates, the shouts and imagery advertising local traders are everywhere. My wife, Malia, looks around with a content face, seemingly enjoying the change in scenery. Let's visit the craftsman. In Quilt's Harbour, Craftsman's District, all relevant professions are represented. Weaponsmith Yoro over by the training grounds, Armourer Borso in his smithy, and Alora the jeweller further up ahead. Malia follows my lead, leisurely wandering down the street and commenting on the wares on display. She looks at me as I pause, trying to determine where to go next. Well, what do we need? We already have a weapon. Maybe some armor? Yeah, maybe we'll look for some armor. My armor needs an upgrade, as in I need some. The furnace runs hot in Armourer Borso's smithy, and the air is thick to breathe. He shoots me a brief glance, places a final hammer blow on an immaculately smooth Aventail helmet, then walks over and wipes his hands. You can see what I have for sale on the shelf there, Borso says, motioning to a sturdy workbench at the far end of the room. So he has 3 bits. He has the Tyroshi burnished laminar armor, the laminar armor, the scale armor. I mean, the scale armor is the best. How much does it cost? 99. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's got an image of a wolf's head on it, apparently. Alright. Well, I will buy it, because it's within budget. Right. It's not great, but it's within budget. We can now wear that, which now gives us an extra 2 prowess. Wonderful. And injury resistance prowess. Injury resistance prowess works like injury resistance for health. Basically, if your prowess has a negative on it, this will counter the negative, assuming it's temporary. And it's not... I don't think old age counts, and I don't think like a negative trait counts. It has to be like you're wounded, basically. Right. Accessories? Let's have a look. In the dim light of the jeweller's abode, Alora is standing perched over a tall counter, while ever so gently placing the tiniest decor onto a Tyroshi ring. Mesmerized, I watch her delicate work for a moment before clearing my throat. She acknowledges my presence, straightens up and contemplatively says, "In the market for a brooch, a ring, a necklace perhaps," as she wields one of the small artifacts. Alright, let's see what she's got. She's got a crown. I mean, I know we've got space and we could wear a crown. It's a little bit like, if you're not in charge of any land, it's a little over the top to wear a crown. Tyroshi ring for extra fertility. Or brass necklace. I think we're okay right now. Yeah, we'll have a look at weapons, but we're not that worried about it. Weaponsmith Yoro, idly chatting with some nearby servants, is standing by a makeshift stall over by the training grounds. He shoots me a look, promptly ends his conversation, then turns to address me as he points to the weapons on display. "These be the pieces I have for sale. Tempered in the hottest of flames," he adds, a tone of pride in his voice. Like, I guess they're kind of a little... Well, yeah, they're a little bit worse than my sword, actually. Nah, I'm okay. Alright, let's mingle with the locals. Let's hear a Tyroshi story. And the Soma was given to the gods, but 4 drops were spilled onto the earth itself, and from these drops sprung holy cities. Okay. I don't really want to spend 43 for 10 experience, so I'm out. Who's up for recruitment here? We have people who are quite expensive. We can afford them, but they are quite expensive. We have Adon, we have Alaris, and we have Minario. Interesting. Who of these guys are actually trained fighters, which is interesting. I don't know if I want to pay that much for them right now, though. I think I'm okay. Is there anything else? I could grab some supplies here, I guess. Yeah. Right. Let's leave. Okay, and then we'll do this, which is why I clicked the notify me button. The region is too far away. He wants treasures from beyond the wall? A Tyroshi noble has given us a quest to go and get treasures from beyond the wall. What the... Well, that's a trip and a half. Alright, how are we going to get beyond the wall? I mean, the obvious answer would be that we get a boat to White Harbor. Something like that. To like a boat to here. That would make sense, and then go north. We could also get a boat all the way to, like, Carhold or something like that. I guess we could get a boat all the way to Eastwatch. Is that possible? Would I run out of supplies on the way to Eastwatch? And how far back would I run out of supplies? I wouldn't run out of supplies at all. I would have enough supplies to get us to Eastwatch. And then we could farm martial experience. By walking along the wall. Alright. Well, I'm going to go to Eastwatch by the sea. The easternmost castle occupied by the Night's Watch. Eastwatch is host to a garrison of watchmen, a small number of ships, and the occasional wildling traders. Well, let's go. It's a long trip. And then wait, do we have to go back to Tyrosh to hand it in? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can just send them with a courier or something. I must inform you that my predecessor, Lord Gazaro, is dead. As your new employer, rescind your obligation. The treasure hunt contract. Worry not, have some gold in compensation. We'll keep going to Eastwatch. I guess we're on the boat, so we might as well finish, but we could have made so much money from this. Anyway. We need 360 for the last level of Mess Tent. Why are we upgrading the Mess Tent? I started, so I'm going to finish. That's my answer to you here. Visited Eastwatch by the sea. Wonderful. And it gets us a little experience as well. Or not, a little fame, I should say. Right. And the lifestyle experience. I'm not going to get a job from a wildling. No. What I will do, however... Oh! The struggle beyond the wall. Oh! I think this is the first time, now I might be wrong, this is the first time I've seen a mod use a struggle. Alright. Now my opinion of struggles isn't great. I don't like the ones in the base game very much, although I've only really spent a lot of time with the Iberian one, as the other one just kind of ends instantly every time. But, yeah, let's see how this goes. The disparate clans of free folk beyond the wall are in turmoil, a conflict born of its storied past. The Night's Watch threatens these lands with its rangings, while others flee south in hopes of warmth and peace. But those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. The wildlings north of the wall have languished in conflict amongst themselves for thousands of years. They call themselves the free folk, but they are nothing more than savages. You are one of the interloper participants in this struggle beyond the wall. The region is currently in the phase of conciliation. Oh, there's more as well, actually. The Night's Watch is the last hope against the hordes of wildlings beyond the wall. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the wall. I am the shield that guards the realms of men. Take hold of fate. Well, we're not actually going to join the struggle, but I'm kind of interested. Let's have a look at it. So, there's lots of stuff. Go to war with the Night's Watch, kill involved ruler, break a truce. Right, there's a whole bunch of things that can make it change. That's cool. What are the endings? There's 3 endings, including the taunt. I have the feeling that this has not been greatly changed from the base, if that makes sense. Like, I think that this is still very similar to the Iberian struggle, and it's got like some mechanics in here, or it could be that they're using some mechanics but not all mechanics. I just want to see the phases. So we've got war, culture. Where's the next phase? So the next phase is going to be hostility phase, probably. Huh. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I get the feeling that this isn't like finished. But that's okay. We're not worried about it. We're not going to interact with it at all. Alright then. Yeah, they also put out a new patch for this mod. I don't know whether I've got the patch, because it really will have depended on whether Steam Workshop has downloaded it. If it has, the game hasn't crashed, at which point, that's fantastic. If it does crash and we start running into issues, I'm going to have to try and figure out how to manually install it. I did try and do it originally, but yeah, I think there's some OneDrive and mod stuff that was messing it up. And I basically went, well, it's on the workshop, I'm not going to worry about it. But, you know, maybe at some point I'll need to. Anyway, sorry, I was trying to do two things at once. I think we're going to go to Castle Black. I think we're going to go and make that our main place for now, for a little bit. And then we're going to go along the edge. And then we're going to go all the way along to the Shadow Tower, over to Westwatch, and then we'll maybe make our way down this way a little bit. I don't know. Also, can we have a travel route that doesn't look like that? Can we have a travel route that instead looks like this? I'm going to run out of supplies as we reach Castle Black. That's acceptable. Right. Cutting rations. It's going to be fine. The Holy Tree. I'm told that nature is venerated here in Long Barrow as an extension of the will of old gods. We watch as the locals adorn an old tree in fine materials and jewellery, as if they were courting it. Many in my entourage are satisfied to watch from a distance, but I feel compelled to do something more. It's fascinating. Have the tree burned, or I should join in the celebration? I think we join in the celebration. I think that seems reasonable. Wait, we're critically low already on provisions? I thought we said... Oh, right. I think that the symbols are just wrong. Yeah, we're not as low as I thought we were. Yeah, we're fine. Because this is where we should have hit critically low. And then we're going to run out. Okay. Hit and run. Engineered for destruction. Advanced tactics. I'm just seeing what we got here. Probably chivalric dominance. Oh, your squires will gain more experience. Oh yeah, somebody said I could take on a squire as well. Or make people knights, because now I'm a knight. I should do that. Do I have any squires I could take on? Yes. Wait. No one in your court can become a squire. Oh, there you go. Can I just make knights as well? That's the other thing people were suggesting. I can offer knighthoods. Any knight can make a knight. Oh. Alright then. I know it says that they are a knight, but they're a different type of knight. I was also wondering whether I could make Rofo my squire. We probably could, right? At some point. Why can we not make him our squire? Ah, there we go. No one in your court can become a squire. Yes, but I kind of... Oh no, that's offering him a squire. I see. Oh. How would I guess I would have to do it on myself here. I'd have to do educate squire. And then, yes, nobody at my court can become a squire, but I kind of hope that it would tell me why. That's okay, though. No, I'm not going to butcher my animals. That's fine. I'm just going to arrive at our destination in about 2 seconds. Okay. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I can't make anyone a squire, but I can make knights. Let's have a quick look at our court. I was thinking of an easier way of doing this, but I think this is probably the easiest way. So I'm assuming that we cannot make a woman a knight. That is correct. Okay, so looking for adults or men. That narrows our list down a little bit. Sort by, I just went for age. So we have Viserys, who is a holy brother, so he's not going to be a knight. We have Adenio, our friend. I think we'll offer him a knighthood. He would say no, because his faith does not value knighthood. That's acceptable. Cleos, we would offer to be a knight. He is our sworn shield. He might accept. He is weary of others, and knighthood sounds scary. On decline, what happens? I lose prestige, and he loses opinion. I'll make the offer. Willis. Willis is our second and our friend. I will offer him a knighthood, if I can. No, I can't. Because you can only do it every 3 months? Okay. That's fine then. I'm not worried about this. We must press on. We've arrived at Castle Black. An ancient stronghold, Castle Black houses the Lord Commander and is the base of operations for the Night's Watch. Wonderful. And a diplomacy perk for arriving here. Seeing what we got. I don't know if any of this is actually... I guess we could do Guest of Honor. A chance to have us as an honorary guest. Let's just, yeah, have a feast. Let's do that. Opinion of officers recruited via Scout for Talent. Yeah, is up. That seems cool. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. And now we're at Castle Black. Let's have a look here. Well, let's potentially get some supplies. I'll buy some of these. Yeah. I'm now pretty much out of everything. I should hear a story. And then Cooter spun the golden yarn into a magnificent robe, wide as the night sky and long as eternity. Let's try and get some martial out of this. I got exotic martial, so the temporary buff. Alright. Any jobs around here for us? Now let's see if anyone has anything for us. Raise a contract with a high or contract tier somewhere on the map. So a faraway noble. Let's do that. Let's head back. And then exit. You have a reward from, or you have a quest for me. Okay, you wish for a capable adventurer to verify some claims for a treasure hunt. A level 3 treasure hunt. Alright. Princess Loreza, who is also, by the way, about to die and widowed. Where do you want me to look? Okay. You would like me to go where? Beyond the wall. It's too far away. Isn't. Do I need to just take a step beyond the wall and then it won't be too far away? Alright, well I have my goal. Guess we're going beyond the wall to search for treasure. We're gonna go to White Tree, I guess. Let's go. Right. Now can I do my... Oh, there's another treasure hunt as well. Sure, I'll take your treasure hunt. Alright. Where do you want me to go? Beyond the wall. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. I have no idea which mission we're on, by the way, but we're going beyond the wall. See how this goes. Contract treasure hunt. I arrive at the Bent Brush, visiting the local Smiths Guild, chasing hints of curiosities in the area. But with no luck, I stop by the tavern where I listen to an intriguing conversation between two gossips. I tell you, Harma, the onyx brass necklace is hidden in our taiga. I know where it is, whispers one of the forest men. Shush, Iron. We have eyes on us, hisses the other, gesturing at me. I can pay, handsomely. Or, I'm better on my own, at least now I know that there are treasures to be found here. Let's say, I can pay. At least for the first one. Wait. I either pay him 50, or I pay him 50 and he gets it. Oh. I can pay. Perfect. Send it to Princess Loreza. Great. And now we can continue looking for the one for the Lord Commander. Laughter in the trees. As we make our way through the thick forest, I am overcome by the feeling of being watched. With every passing moment, the rustling of the trees sounds more and more like whispers, and the anxious expressions on the faces of my companions indicates that they too share my perception. Just then, an unmistakable sound of laughter, high-pitched as if belonging to a child reaches us from deeper within the forest. Soon other, similarly childish voices join the chorus of seemingly amused snickering that echoes disturbingly all around us. I try to make out any silhouettes among the trees, but the forest is too thick. The source of the laughter remains as mysterious as it is unsettling. And say, you dare to laugh, I'll show you, or we need to leave these woods. Let's say you dare to laugh at me, I'll show you. Chasing wind. Overcome with anger, I dive among the trees with vindictive intent. The snickering doesn't stop, and no matter how fast I run, it remains too distant to get a line of sight on the offenders. The frustration fuels my anger, but eventually the need to catch breath takes priority over the chase, and I realize that I left my party far behind. I'm alone, surrounded by noticeably less amused and more contemptuous laughter. And say, show yourself, I'll have this whole forest burnt down, or I shouldn't have got myself into this spot. I want to say show yourself. I'm not necessarily wanting to burn the forest down, I'm just curious where this goes. No laughing matter. Oh. Oh. The laughing suddenly stops. A moment later, I can faintly hear an exchange of whispers, then an unmistakable sound of wood creaking and sliding against wood in unison. Oh, you think you can? Ah! As the forest around you fades to black, you hear a salvo of laughter erupting one final time. Well, I didn't expect to die initially. I mean, I expected it when I saw the symbol for death, but I was kind of just curious where the event chain led. Maybe it leads to other places, but I can definitely tell you if you follow the laughter, it will lead to your death. That's not very good. Anyway. Leader Tristan of the Lance of the Smith has abandoned his mortal coil at 28 years of age. He was pin-cushioned with undersized weirwood arrows. A man not to be trifled with, he embodied the dignity and power of his title like few rulers can. Leader Sylvie steps forward as leader. Having mastered many skills... What? She's zero. What skills has she mastered? She's an experienced traveler, I guess is what it means by mastered skills, but like... Okay, sure, whatever. She is sure to be admired by her followers. Well, Tristan was pin-cushioned with undersized weirwood arrows, founded our house, was exalted amongst men, faithful, and we had a lifestyle of wandering, which you can't argue we definitely had a lifestyle of wandering. And now we're Sylvie. Well, not ideal. However, what I will say is being a child is actually a lot better when you're landless, because time passes a lot quicker if you want it to. Basically, you just unpause and then it goes zoom. So, I think our objectives are going to have to change. We're going to have to choose different things to do. We're also not on any contracts anymore, so I would imagine we probably want to go back to Castle Black. Yes, let's start by going back to Castle Black. Ah, we learned about the struggle beyond the wall again. Cool. Or maybe the struggle region is the wall in this case. I think the struggle region might just be the wall. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh no, it claims it is up here as well, so I don't know why we didn't get it there. Maybe you just get it when you move through. Anyway, so now we've been to the wall, which actually I think we must already have the experience for, right? I need to try moving somewhere else to see. Yeah, you see, we already have the experience for a lot of these places, which is very cool. Are we really only 0? Because we've been here, all the way around here, all the way around here. Did we really do that in, like, no time at all? Yeah, pretty much. We're almost at our first birthday. Okay. Wrong order. Well, I guess our goal is going to change. Our goal is now going to be to, I guess, find somewhere to grow up. Can I also... I can get myself educated by these guys. I don't think I can go to a court and get myself educated. Like, in this court, I can't ask you to educate me. No. No. Also, wait, did Cleos say yes to being a knight? I didn't even check. Cleos? Yes, he is now Sir Cleos. I cannot ask him to make me a knight, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, that's fine. I don't think we can be a knight, unfortunately. I don't know what our plan is now. I guess it has to be to maybe go down... Yeah, maybe go south again. Maybe do some, like, missions around an area and, like, grow up, essentially. Yeah, I think that's our current mission. Do we have anyone in our court who is smart? Let's see. Well, we're in court. I need to change this to be all. And we're looking for... Well, actually, I can probably just scroll through, right? No, so we have nobody who is smart in our court. So what we're probably going to do is look for somebody who can educate us. So maybe make our way down to... yeah, maybe make our way down to Old Town. Do something like that. That's roughly the plan. I mean, we could also just randomly die. I mean, we're 1 year old. We're probably going to just, like, have somebody murder us and then they'll be in charge, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.